Right then, we're always told that the key to business is having a brilliant product. A tired old cliche, really. But what if the real secret is something a bit more subtle? Today, we're going to pull apart a rather clever bit of marketing from a world you probably haven't thought much about. Let's see what's what.
You don't sell bullets. You sell adrenaline, pride, and stories. A bit dramatic, perhaps, but it's not wrong, is it? This is the sort of thing they drum into you on day one of marketing school, and for a very good reason. It's all about the simple shift from selling a thing to selling a feeling. Get that right, and honestly, the rest is just details.
So the main problem for most businesses is what our source material here calls misfired marketing. Think of it like shouting the technical specs of your new toaster at a crowded pub. You might get a few funny looks, but you're not going to sell many toasters. It's just noisy, it's inefficient, and it's a frankly expensive way to be ignored.
And here you have it, in black and white. On the left, a cold hard fact, a 10-meter indoor range. Fine. On the right, a promise, a confidence-building course. Now, one of those is for tire kickers, and the other is for people who are actually ready to buy something. It's not rocket science, is it?
So, if shouting features is a bad idea, what's the alternative? Well, you stop worrying so much about who your customer is, their age, where they live, and you start thinking about why they've shown up in the first place. That right there is where the clever money is.
And just in case you think this is all a bit of a niche pursuit, have a look at this. The UK shooting industry is worth a cool £3.3 billion a year. Now, when that much cash is flying about, you can bet the serious players aren't just guessing who their customers are.
And here they are. These are the four main types of people who walk through the door. You've got the training seeker, who's there to feel safe and competent, the hobbyist, who wants to relax and master a skill, the stag group, who just wants a bit of a laugh, and of course, the tourist, who wants a good story for Instagram. See? It's not about how old they are, it's about what they want. Simple, really.
Right, so once you know who you're talking to, the next bit is pretty obvious. You stop talking like you, and you start talking like them. The source calls this the Intent Doctrine, which is a very grand way of saying, stop banging on about yourself and listen to what your customer actually wants.
And here's that magic in action. We offer 10 lanes. Yawn. But enjoy the ultimate stress relief? Now you're talking. All of a sudden, it's not a lane anymore, is it? It's a sanctuary. Much, much better.
Same place, completely different punter. Does the stag group care about flow state? Not a chance. They want an unforgettable adrenaline blast and, critically, zero hassle. It's not about skill. It's about making sure the best man doesn't have a total breakdown organizing everything. A few different words, a completely different offer.
Okay, so you've got the perfect message. Now you just need people to actually see it. And the internet isn't a shouting match anymore. It's more like a very, very picky librarian. It only rewards the people who can prove they actually know what they're talking about.
Which brings us, I'm afraid, with a heavy heart, to the jargon. EEAT. That's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. A truly dreadful acronym. But look, if you want Google to notice you, you've got to play the game. It's all about proving you're not just some bloke in a shed.
In a market like this one, trust is absolutely everything. So, slapping your home office approval on the website isn't just boring paperwork. For the serious customer, that's a massive green light. It says, we're not cowboys, we know precisely what we're doing.
Right, you know who you're talking to, you know what to say to them, now you just need to put it all together. This is where you design the packages, you set your prices, and you choose your photos. And absolutely everything has to line up perfectly with those customer types we talked about earlier.
Just look at this. Every little detail here is spot on. The training seeker gets a proper, tiered certification course with professional-looking images. The stag group gets a simple, no-fuss package deal with pictures of their mates having a good time. It all just works. From the very first ad to the final sale, it's one smooth, consistent story.
And what's the upshot of all this hard thinking? Well, it's not just about a few extra quid. You get better customers, customers who stick around and spend more. And in the long run, you don't win by being the cheapest. You win by being the one who gets it. So, what's the real takeaway here? This isn't really about shooting ranges, obviously. It's a way of thinking that works for absolutely any business. So have a proper think. Forget for a moment what it is you physically sell. What are you really selling?